Hey everybody, welcome back to the Outer Worlds 2. Excuse me. 2. Last where we left off, actually, technically, we are not where we're last left off. We're actually starting a whole new thing because we finished the Outer Worlds 1 yesterday / very early this morning and tried to start this up, but ran into some weird stream stuff. And then I messed up on my character creation, so we're gonna start all over. We're just gonna clean slate it and just like deal with it. I don't know why I'm looking over here when my camera's over here.
Space anomalies?
Buddy?
And the piloting system is down.
Buddy.
The astrogator's gears are shot!
Get a hold of yourself.
And we'll just rewatch this all because that slap is personal.
Commander. What are the orders?
Brace for impact.
Unable to brace for impact.
You should be gyroscopic.
Is it the end for Commander Zane and Buddy? Tune in next week to find out.
From one side of the galaxy
whatever.
to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side.
It's on my side. Bam.
Whether against corrupt corporations, tyrannical governments,
God, why is he so
or
British?
corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments. The Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists.
Wow, they stayed up quite a while.
So remember, if you or your neighbor's government has turned tyrannical or sold themselves out to greedy corporate interests, just commandeer
Buddy over there
Skip
looking
and
kind of
send the
like
Earth Directorate
bewildered
an
as to
SOS,
why
and
he's
we
even here.
will respond immediately.
Please allow 6 months to 10 years, depending on your proximity to the nearest Earth Directorate base and any unforeseen encounters.
All right, quickly redo character. We'll have like our whole thing is like will be a professor background because it's like archaeology based. The whole idea would be like that we like no, I actually like that better. Like we survived a horrendous like archaeological like mishap and lost our limbs, and now we got sick prosthetics. What am I looking for? No, hairstyle, hair color. What do we want? No, that's too. Closer. There we go. Let's see here. Ooh, was it that or was it a different one? It was like that. There we go. And cosmetics. Oh wait, I almost forgot about the eye. Dark circles. Because he is a tired guy. No dirt. And we'll be a professor. Ooh, we random to gambler that time. Okay, so last night / early this morning, at the end of last stream, I did like recreate the character, and then like kind of did like the first like entry area, just like kind of figure out like how things work. So like I will be doing like so we'll be doing brilliant like before, innovative because I would love to I would like to be able to craft mag picks and bypass shunts at a decent amount rate because they're kind of expensive when buying from the store. In the meantime, I would like to have a positive reputation, and I hate the idea of locking skills out, especially like I'm locking almost half of the skills out. I'm going to take sickly, which means that we are going to be a little harder on a little easier to kill, which this does mean that we'll eventually need to really like dig into the engineering. We'll need to probably dig into medical. But actually, while I can actually like redo things. So let's do engineering. Do hack. And then medical. No, I don't, if I don't want to, I'll just do how I want to do it, how I wanted to do it before. All right, John Johnson. Yes, that looks right, and then we'll do it on hard. Because I hate myself, apparently. I'll take two positives and a negative.
As always, I'm calling on you for a mission requiring both your unique intellectual prowess and aggressive instincts for item acquisition. Your destination is the source of all skip drive manufacturing, the Arcadian system. However, for reasons that must remain classified for the moment,
okay, I think
this colony is outside our jurisdiction. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies.
I do have the actual stream going up on another screen to make sure that like
interstellar travel is impossible.
It's going smooth. I think we're doing well. I think the issue was
to other systems to find rare historical items. No propagation of knowledge of any kind.
I think the issue was that upscaling.
Stagnation and death for the colonies.
I just took out the upscaling because we actually don't really need it.
Agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives cause the rift anomalies. But be advised, if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into an intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action. As always, I look forward to your academically grounded yet thoroughly imaginative musings in your summary report. Law be with you and your team, Commander.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cause no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones. Yeah, impressive, huh? way it seems to make everything move slower still feels a little weird to me, but they tell me I'll get used to it. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how...
Maybe it was. Redo the shaders. I thought I had it good. I even did a slight test stream and it was just fine. So I don't know why it's not working.
I see you chose.
All right, round two.
Commander, we've been hit by one of those space anomalies.
Yeah, we'll skip the intro bit. Reflection 1 age down, eyes fine, dark circles over there. Next, hair's fine. Hair color, we need to be like, I don't know, like deep eyebrow, and then black facial hair. Brilliant, innovative, sickly. Speech, lockpick, hack. Name, John Johnson. All right, now we'll try this.
Commander, as always, I'm calling on you for a mission requiring both your unique intellectual prowess and aggressive instincts for item acquisition. Your destination is the source of all skip drive manufacturing, the Arcadian system. However, for reasons that must remain classified for the moment, this colony is outside our jurisdiction. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. Without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No conferences at which to tear apart your peers' half-baked theories. No jaunts to other systems to find rare historical items. No propagation of knowledge of any kind. In short, stagnation and death for the colonies. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives caused the rift anomalies. But be advised, if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into an intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action. As always, I look forward to your academically grounded yet thoroughly imaginative musings in your summary report. I'll all be with you.
I think we're good.
Commander, Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cause no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain. Yeah, impressive, huh? Way it seems to make everything move slower.
All right,
they say
I think
the way
we got
works
it.
is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in... Didn't I just listen to me rambling on? Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just... Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents,
Why are you asking anyone else how to run your
because
life?
you all know so much more than me. But Sky likes to joke around about everything. But I like it when she says it's all about looking out for the Sandoval. He laughs at that. Says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves. And that we got righteousness on our side.
I've always said, that first one.
There's some advice worth taking to heart. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time
Niles is a
today.
good guy. I like
Most
Niles.
superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best.
Let's
I
go.
know
Thanks for
you'll like
being
her.
back.
Anyway.
Appreciate it.
No need to wait on my account, Commander.
Aye.
I'll join you in just a tick.
There is some items I can grab, and I would like to grab because I will actually be able to keep these items.
Whoa, that's sure faster than taking the stairs.
I do like how that they what's the word I'm looking for? Like make note on my activity with
Let's hear what this forward agent has to say.
Commander, your credentials are required to open the
Ugh,
channel.
fine,
with
I'll go
Agent
grab it.
DeVries. Yours are currently located in your cabin.
Don't worry, you're not the only one who needs their gray matter rewired after hibernating our way through skip space, Commander.
Your cabin.
I do like how the game is a lot more fluid than the first one, so that's always fun. Well, you'll see more as to what I mean by that when we get into the game.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly.
Well, that's good.
As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the skip labs, we will be liberating an unsealed skip core.
But they don't work if they're unsealed and will explode if you try to open them.
Exactly right. But that whole story about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function, well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them.
I mean, understandable.
An unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad.
Something tells me I shouldn't.
How dare you
Oops.
question my calculations? My math is flawless. I've spent the better part of a year planning this mission. You have no idea what I've sacrificed, what I'm prepared to sacrifice still.
Yeah, okay, so I said something tells me I shouldn't trust you or your plan. Have you double checked your math? Yeah, you do remember who's commanding officer because we got the +1 speech.
Yes, of course. You were in command here. I apologize if I allowed my nerves to get the better of me. It will not happen again. I promise you.
Something doesn't seem right.
I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over...
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeVries. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever.
Well, that was something. Reckon the secretive nature of the mission and its import must be waning or something fierce. I hope it was okay to talk to her direct like...
Are you two
we were
friends?
certainly, friendly. Augustine saved my life when the Earth Directorate swooped in and liberated Triangulum. Left an impression, you might say. Now that I've been cleared for active duty and got my certifieds all in order, I hope I can repay the favor someday. There'll be time to jaw about all that later. But all that she was saying about you, Commander, ain't sure it sits right with me.
Me neither, but we have a job to do. Let's do it. here. Don't let it bother you. Says she's on her letter.
Whatever you
We
say.
are. So I believe that's exactly what I said.
What was with all that between you and DeVries? And it ain't just you and her tangling. I mean, law. We'd not even heard tell of this colony before, and they're the only ones manufacturing skip drives? How's that possible?
Skip drives represent the ultimate power, which means they can buy anything or anyone.
Even the Earth Directorate?
Everyone has their price.
Well, now there's a happy thought. Just makes our orders to sneak around on a mission of such import concern me all the more. We're the Earth Directorate, void damn it. When we arrive, everyone should know it. The guilty should be soiling themselves, throwing themselves on our mercy. And just how is it any colony can be outside our jurisdiction? Don't make no sense. Any fool could see that. Even Sandoval.
What's your problem with him?
Nothing, if you don't take his And there's no one I'd rather have backing me up in a fight. He can shoot the head off any local indigenous gnat-like insects at 100 meters.
What about me?
I mean, besides you. Like if it was just down to the two of us.
So
me
I'm
and
dead
him.
in the
We all gotta
scenario?
go sometime. Now, if you'll excuse. Guess your gray matter is still foggy from hibernating, ain't it? Yeah, but wood shavings with copious amounts of sugar.
All right. That's basically sugar.
With all due respect, Commander. What in the void were you thinking with DeVries back there? She's not. It's no wonder she reacted the way she did. We can't operate efficiently as a team if we don't get our heads right. Of course,
There we go.
Commander. You know the last thing I'd aim to do is undermine the chain of... You see what an opportunity this mission is, right? Seems to me, Arcadia had their chance. It's time for us to put an end to this farce and set them on the right path.
Let's see here. So, yeah, should take it out of
Obviously.
cost.
It's always the same story with these places. These people. Without the rule of law, those with power go wild with it.
Sounds like you want us to go to war.
Sometimes justice demands the hammer of war. Sometimes it needs a subtler tool. I am prepared to do what justice requires.
You realize what you just said, right? About being a tool?
I can't hear you over the sound of our righteousness.
Sure.
I suppose it was foolish to believe I could discuss the purity of our cause with you.
All right, and then Old West there guy don't have any dialogue. All right, Horizon Point Station. Skip that. Right on in.
Structure is only as strong as its basest elements, the dirt.
Commander, Abara and I will secure the building down here. While you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
Of course. We will take a quick look for any grabbables.
That smell. Did a sprat get flash fried in here?
And then this is where we get our little issue.
The electrical system misfired somehow. Security has been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
Yes, it does. Let's
Commander, we finished
do...
our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Huh? Screen's broken.
Or we could try. I also found a vent around the corner might get us inside in a less conspicuous manner than strolling through the front gate. Though you'd have to pick the lock to see for sure.
I must have left all my crime tools back on the ship, Niles.
Oh.
And this way we get our shunts. You know, we'll quick save, and then we'll go this route.
Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. How can I serve? Wait a moment. That's listed as decommissioned, and yet the defenses have come online? And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail.
This is Cadet Robin Mowry, subject number 831. Can you please shut down the defenses?
Mowry? Oh, now I understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment?
It was great. You should try it.
No, I mean, yes, of course I would, willingly. Were I to fail to adequately fulfill my duties to the Sovereign and the Protectorate,
it's a re-education
I am
program.
To have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject.
Then you can help me out. I don't want to be sent back to mental refreshment, was it?
I can't do that. I mean, I would, it's just... You know what, though? In your condition, you're unlikely to even remember this discussion. So it should... I will disable the defenses for you, Mowry. But in the off chance you happen to recollect any of it, and please do not go around pressing any buttons or fussing with any more what's-its. You wouldn't want to be...
Mike, slick how you fooled that guard, Commander.
Let's not waste time congratulating ourselves.
Yes. Now we can run around and grab a few items. The locked area will come down to here, or that locked thing. I don't remember if there's any other items down here.
I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the...
Yeah, I don't want to use that. I want to keep my mag picks.
will be met with severe consequences. Beloved subject.
Come on, jump, you bastard. And then I think it's some trash parts there. And if you were to do the bypass to shut them down, it would activate with this. For those not in the know. I think that's everything.
Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security concurrently.
Okay, we can do that.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Abar and I'll take central We'll stick.
That's right. Like you told me, Commander. Everyone's well-being depends on our success. If whatever's going on here is as bad as the Chief thinks, then we'll make an end of it.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Ibarra's enthusiasm here, or...
Agent Pascal, ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into Central Dispatch. Without bringing all manner of chaos down on us.
Oh, you gonna school me on some of that newfangled academy training of yours? So long as it don't result in us being unceremoniously shot, security ops is heavily guarded, so be vigilant. You'll need to shut down security measures once you're inside.
Should be very easily.
You in the watch post. There's a key to a maintenance tunnel you can follow in the building.
You are here, go here, perfect. And we got an access key. What else we got going on?
progress. Observe this unit's dogged determination at its menial tasks, and reapply yourself to your duties.
Whoops.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with. You should have seen it. It wasn't pretty.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Earth Directorate, understandable.
I wouldn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal.
Why? Is there something wrong with the airlock?
No. Maybe not. Woo, we get to sneak mission. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Come on, turn around. Perfect. Now, the only item I am aware of that's in here is this thing on this table. Scrap. Scraps are nice.
I've stashed a knife in the maintenance access for you, with instructions on how to use it to quietly bypass the guards.
Oh, totally. For sure. Get another bypass shunt. Pick up this baseball card that gives us +5 max health. Open that lock. Oops, actually I wanted to equip that. And now we sneak up.
Good neighbor, I do all I can. That is my great sovereign's loving plan.
And now you can join your sovereign. Code Red, how to deal with security breaches and other highly improbable events. In the event of a security breach, catastrophic malfunction, or other nefarious deeds, you must keep your wits about you, cadet. Vigilance and focus are the key to protecting your society. The probability of infiltration from outsiders is low. It is virtually non-existent. There's an infinitesimal chance of trespass by malcontents, or misanthropes. Were such an event to occur, it would be the gravest threat one could face on Horizon Point. Any unverified individual may be swiftly eliminated. If they cannot be, then it is your duty to sabotage the station itself so that any knowledge and technology accomplished herein may not fall outside protector control. Sounds pretty normal.
Have you seen Maori since their return? The state they're in saddens me.
Yes, it is sad that they weren't worthy. Otherwise, they'd have had the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Praise be to the Protectorate.
Bam. Praise be and then die. All right, what's cool with this is that if they have like a little itty bitty health, you sneak attack them and they're stunned for just a little bit, enough for you to actually kill them. Messages. For a visit, subject temporary updates of security protocol in preparation for the visit of family Varric, kin of the Sovereign. The following security measures will be put in place. Landing pads 053 through 059 will temporarily decommission. Any access to the sector must be funneled through landing pads 062 or 066, where security has been tripled. To keep sector 50 free of crowding, only a select number of authorized subjects will be allowed to continue their work in that area during the family Varric's visit. All other subjects shall be temporarily reassigned. All guards will be assigned a location to patrol. These patrols may not be ceased until ordered to. Please refer to your designated arbiter for further details. Let's see here. Current it has come to my attention that there is still some confusion surrounding the auto-mechanical defenses while it appears that nobody has had trouble initiating defense measures. I assure you that the procedures for shutting them down are just as intuitive. Simply proceed to control room of the security operate division and seek out a large switch. Truly, you can't miss it. Flip it from on to off. If that doesn't work, a simple slug of a wrench or similarly blunt object to the automechanical's control box should do the trick. Okay. Bam. Get this pump control. There should be a few items over here. Warden Joan, I'm writing discreetly to propose a solution to your recent personal troubles. I've recently heard tell that one of your former cadets under my senior's purview has demonstrated significant change in behavior and efficiency after undergoing a 6-month mental refreshment sojourn. Considered a success, I wonder if this might be a viable option to abruptly abandon. Okay. So either he got snatched or he realized that it's not a good thing.
I worry about tomorrow.
Examine. Code Red, how to deal with security breaches and other highly improbable events amended. As distressing as the previous volume may have been, you may breathe a sigh of relief, Cadet. Rest assured, this manual was written solely out of an abundance of caution. Here in Arcadia, we needn't worry about dissidents because everyone abides by the plan and is working toward the utopia the matriarch dreamed of. We needn't worry about invaders. Either, as every other human outside of Arcadia is too enslaved with unequal labor and subpar technology to even hope of making the journey here. Even so, remember that our vigilance demonstrates your worthiness as a subject. Messages. To Automech repair panel personnel subject, please help. I regret to confide in you that I've been a mite foolhardy with my work as of late. It seems my prize hauler Automech drifted too close to the core in the diagnostic laboratories. Its coding has unfortunately warped. Its arm only works on one side, and the audio cartridge begins and ends every status update with abrasion detected. My superior has made it clear I cannot request any more Automech assistance due to my level of performance. Okay. You dismantle everything in a crate or to immediately inspect, diagnose any existing deficiency in its wiring targeting system. The Automech in question misleading and find it's handled as an unsanctioned presence and began to fire upon her. For obvious reasons, we cannot have this happen again. I will expect a report on your findings by end of day. Warden Lewis. Interesting. Hoist has been partially damaged, exploding a damaged targeting system. We're gonna tamper with targeting with innovation.
Distraction devices in a floor panel by the scaffolding. Use them to breach the control room. Just wait until their guns are pointing away from your position.
Gadget, distraction noises. So these are our, like, pebble, noisemakers, fireworks.
How's the family? Wastewater processing when I couldn't tell them anything about this assignment. Didn't bother me, I assure you. But it was just too close to implying that some jobs are less worthy than others for me to let lie. We all are equal in the service of the sovereign.
You're here. I don't care where I'm assigned. The bounty bestowed upon each of us is superlative. Thank the matriarch we don't live in one of those greed-driven corporatist colonies.
Keep walking.
What the? Huh. It's right.
Dang. Wonder how far out my autosave was. Come on, you can load. You can do it. Oh, okay, it's not that far.
I left the distraction devices in a floor door panel by the scaffolding. Use them to breach the control room. Just wait until their guns are pointing away from your position.
Wastewater processing when I couldn't tell them anything about this assignment. Didn't bother me, I assure you. But it was just too close to implying that some jobs are less worthy than others for me to let lie. We all are equal in the service of the Sovereign.
You're here. I don't care where I'm assigned. The bounty bestowed upon each of us is superlative. Thank the matriarch we don't live in one of those greed-driven corporatist colonies.
Hey, I'm assuming if I did sneak attack or the sneak skill, my sneak attacks would like down these guys immediately. To Warden Lewis, Quarter reports. I am most satisfied to hear that all our personnel are adhering diligently to protocols. I would expect nothing less as we prepare for the Sovereign's family to visit our station. Cadet Mori is set to return for mental refreshment shortly. The reports are not good. Restrict him to menial tasks until we can gauge his capabilities for ourselves, and let us keep him out of sight during the upcoming visit. We'll be sending instructions on how to properly receive our guests in the next few days. It is incumbent upon us to do our utmost to ensure they have a pleasant and safe visit. Anything less will be answered for. Arbiter McShane. Last few years have been difficult since the death of our beloved first sovereign, but the Protectorate remains strong. Our new sovereign, the first son and grandson of our beloved matriarch, will lead us to a new future for all mankind. Our moral obligation to lead humankind was set back on Earth when the matriarch and the first presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant first envisioned our perfect society. It is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are, but none of us can do it alone. Your neighbor takes comfort in knowing that you would not hesitate to report them for questionable behavior, and we know you feel the same. However, even the most upstanding subject sometimes needs guidance. So remember, if you're not sure what to do, rely on your local vigilant to guide you. Interesting. Rules for the family Varric's visit. We all have a duty to the Protectorate, and the family Varric, kin to our esteemed sovereign, is no exception, yet their burden is far from greater than any one subject's. While you are responsible for being a good and loyal subject, ensuring your family and neighbors are the same, they are responsible for guiding the life of the entirety of Arcadia. To not add to their burden by forcing them to acknowledge your existence during during their visit, subjects are allowed 2.35 seconds of gaze upon their visage. 2.35? With their head downcast. Direct eye contact is forbidden at all times, and no acknowledging subject is allowed to bask in their glory for closer than 3 meters. Interesting. That's a turret. Oh, exit. Hold on. F5. Save complete. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna warning overriding the just even we'll leave the sector vulnerable to intruders. Are you sure you want? Yes, that's fine.
Commander, this wasn't part of the plan. You were to shut down the mechs, not raise further alarm. Get outside and reconvene your team. I'll be waiting at the skip labs.
Bam, now we can just like run along.
We're en route to the comms control module. Just need to deal with these guards, quiet-like.
Cool. I don't know. Her plan's kind of weird. I don't know how much I like it.
From
One side, whether against the corrupt corporations, the whether against the galaxy.
Oh no.
Your side, in league with tyrannical governments.
Whoa. Hold on. What's this doing here?
Oh no.
What's that? An explosion? Avara, Pascal, do you copy? Niles, say something.
The fuck just happened? I see smoke.
Open first. We will. I'm sure they're all right. Oh, container. Bam. The Vigilant was so proud when I was assigned to this research facility, but I've shamed him, shamed everyone. Arbiter Jackson frequently and forcefully reminds me that I'm lacking in discernment and ability due to my repeated failures. I even stepped in a pool of sick yesterday and didn't notice until another cadet angrily informed me. But everything pales in comparison to my inability to grasp the articles of doctrine. Several of them seem contrary on their face, but it must be a miscomprehension on my part as well. As all aspects of the Protectorate are infallible. I am truly at a loss, but to admit confusion would only cast further doubt on my worthiness and adds to my demerits. If I accrue too many demerits, mental refreshment awaits me. I know it's meant to make those who need it better subjects, but the stories I've heard of the unfortunates who return with half-liddled, absent stares no longer themselves creating even where they are, sovereign preserve me. Yeah.
Attempting
Run on
to
you.
resuscitate Agent Ibarra. Please stay clear.
What in the void happened here, Val?
An unabridged debrief is not available at this time, but in the parlance of Agent Pascal, some crazy, censored, alert. This unit has lost contact with Agent Pascal. There is a 90% chance she is trapped under rubble, most likely mortally wounded and beyond help. Triage protocols dictate stabilizing Agent Ibarra's vital signs before commencing recovery efforts. Please secure the area.
Brett needs some more help than you can provide him. Take him back to the ship.
Attempting to move Agent Ibarra is not advisable at this time. This unit will relocate Agent Ibarra to the incognito once he is stabilized or deceased. All other agents are advised to continue with the per Earth Directorate guidelines. An incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Ibarra's...
Nice.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent
Oh,
agreed.
he did lose an arm. Okay. Cool, I got a rifle now. Do I want to use it?
Got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
I think we're kind of like at the point where I can be a little loud. I like how my gun is. Ooh, okay. Wow, it's an actual like old-fashioned pump shot or pump rifle, lever action rifle. There we go. Jeez.
you at your post? Has this whole facility gone mad? Something awful has happened. We must be on our guard. Security ops cannot even be reached despite all of my attempts. The automechs, I heard them firing en masse. Then there was that explosion. Please tell me you know what's happening here.
This is an emergency. I need to get into the skip labs at once.
The matriarch, your voice. You're the one I spoke to over. No. I am ruined. I'm a loyal subject, I swear. Why would you do this to me?
I see no one here to pass judgment on your actions. Certainly won't telling
They
anyone.
need no witness to convict me. My demerits assure they'll be interrogating me about all this. They'll read my guilt on my face, hear the failure in my words. No matter, I'll just wait here for them to come and take me away. It is over for me. I need accept it. I know I'm still a loyal subject, even if no one else does.
It's obvious you're terrified of mental refreshment, but you'll just willingly submit to it.
Of what matter is it if I go willingly or not? The fact is that it is unavoidable. My latest perpetual appraisal of purpose was less than adequate. It's just sitting on Arbiter Jackson's terminal, waiting like a blade above my head. When the demerits for this are added, maybe I'll be lucky and they'll just execute me instead.
You're just sitting on the camera here. I can help you out with that.
What do you mean, help me out? Petitioning for redress is only admissible in extreme circumstances. Anything else shows a disrespect for the system's purity and perfection.
No, I mean, I can change it for you, erase your demerits.
I'm not certain I follow. You're saying you would... I've never heard of such a thing. Why, that could be like having a new start. Wait, what am I saying? I cannot be party to your scheme. I'd be caught for sure.
No, you wouldn't. With a clean record, they'd have no reason to suspect you of anything.
You do that for me?
Of course, if you let me into the skip labs.
Yes, at once.
Is this a side quest now?
The Earth Directorate is here.
Well, that's
to fight
good.
For the right of
my
all colonists.
What is wrong with you? Maybe if you hadn't been wasting time hacking Protectorate and mechs, Niles wouldn't have been caught in an explosion. You need to stop the tomfoolery, take the lift behind you, and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station.
Sure. I just gave us allies in case of stuff like this happened. Conducting a minor yet thorough and scientifically sound experiment alongside my daily duties. I've noticed a few particulars that have led me to believe that items swallowed up by a rift may in fact be somehow recovered. Now, this hypothesis is in its early stage, but I believe with some dedication, time, progresses, we can dig deeper into matter. Bear permission to proceed. I wish I could apply to your industrial spirit. Your unwillingness to focus on your mandated work has given me pause. Do you not believe the decision to place you in this position was a wise one? Are you suggesting the plan is not an acceptable path to follow? May these questions open your eyes so you may see the root of your brazen effrontery. Set aside the hypothesis, instead redouble your efforts toward finding a cause for the rift's creations, as you have been chosen to do so. Sovereign guide you, Warden Joan. Your new work orders acknowledge. We're joining your new work orders acknowledge. A roster of specifically equipped automaticals will be arriving shortly. Our team of mechanics are rearing to get started. Surely, with this new methodology, our work in stabilizing the containment chambers will be all the more effective. As a side note, I'd like to assure you that Mechanus Harley only has one automechanical under his purview, so the rest of the fleet should remain functional as anticipated. Interesting. Interesting. Boop, 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 and unlock. Open for some goodies. Some distraction devices are always nice, and some cell stuff.
Never more content.
There are some factors to consider if we are successful at ascertaining the case of and possible remedies for the spectral rift anomalies. These factors include but are not limited to the ship's size and mass, its speed at time of skip, and the age and number of use of skip drives itself. These are priority.
Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any...
Oh, I'm sure they would. The other cadets are discussing the skip core over luncheon, exploring the possibility of harness power for other applications when a thought occurred to me. The containment seal around the core appears flexible enough for a small item to pass through it. What happens when an item makes direct contact with the core? I've been warned away from approaching it at all costs, but I wonder.
Not a drill. Or it is, and we're going to test it.
Ooh. Ooh. That hurt. And of course, like, I take a lot of damage now. Alright, I don't got a lot of health, and then my inhaler gives me a toxicity. I thought the new position was meant to be full of wonder and discovery, but no, months in and I have nothing to show for my hard work except a legion of dismantled skip drives. All of them have malfunctioned in some fashion, yet I can't just find a pattern between them. Clearly there must be one. Until we discover it, I believe it unwise to declare any drive as free of defects after inspection, as we cannot truly know for certain. Let's find the pattern. Only then can we understand how they cause the catastrophe that comes after. Yes. And I can't do any of that.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms.
Okay. Occurred 3 events in the past quarter. He has mishandled and misplaced lab equipment, has been prone to distractibility, and has submitted 2 separate requests of his superior mechanics and other facilities. So do you think the extra could become a distraction? I fear this may result in Cadet deluding himself into believing that he is important enough to make such requests. We're coming to placing him on a PIP, proposed implementation plan, so his official duties may rightfully become the center of his life once again. Delete all merits. Yes, delete all merits. Additional warnings. Oh, cool. That was a buttload of experience. No, we'll do sell junk. Yep, I'm aware of the tactical time dilation. is this? Today witness mechanics partibles. On a mechanical passing too close to the chamber's walls and getting half its arm melted off in the process. Curious if all material would suffer the same fate. I took the liberty of tossing a pair of Vaughn spectacles in the chamber this evening. Something odd happened. Just before it dissipated in void, it appears to flicker, as if attempting to reconstitute itself. I'll need more data to make sense of this.
The eyes, the ears, the brains, a horizon point station to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect manufacturing process.
The zeal never lagged.
We must all
Turn the tide.
I don't think I can.
commencing guidance.
Oops.
Closing.
Don't swing on me. Oh, of course, this guy.
Corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments.
I don't remember any of you guys firing on anyone. And of course, now my my guys, the mechanicals, will fight with me. I gotta be smart though with like what I'm doing. The containment chamber enclosing the miniature spatial rift anomaly has been determined to be in the state of stable. All levels remain within acceptable ranges. Per a request from Warden Joan, Mechanicus Vaughn has ensured a delivery of odd mechanicals to the containment chamber to further monitor levels and bolster the chamber's powers. Notes that monitored levels in the containment chamber have increased, but as we have theorized, more testing is recommended before officially updating laboratory protocols. Alerts removed. Okay, so nothing too crazy.
Boy, damn it! Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. And here I was certain an agent known for their academic pursuits would be slowed down by the chance to examine a culture none outside this colony had ever seen. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified.
Another miscalculation. I told your math was weak, but you didn't listen.
I've had enough of your impertinence. You'll never mock my mathematical abilities again. Farewell, Commander.
Should have been right the first time. Yeah, so she betrays us. For some reason. And out. Kablooey. And we're gonna take a nap until we're saved.
The Sovereign's family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
Uh-oh.
Identified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your men.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
Oh, so it sounds like Spacer's Choice and Auntie Cleo's combined at some point. Come on, it's not a crane game. Oh, hey, it's our ship. We've been saved by our crew. Remembering the Sovereign's family, may they rest in perfection. Temporary hostilities were set, and after 3 in-game days, they may still have bandwidth though. Okay, cool.
They're not hearing me, pal. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know what usually happens when someone left in suspended animation that long.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation.
It's always explosive cell death.
Quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. I never should have started. I can't face the commander right now. Not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Well, it looks like Nils survived.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical.
I feel like I'm going to be sick.
Some post-hibernation nausea is to be expected. Please direct any vomit away from your Valerie unit. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. Due to your prior medical history and general fragility, this assessment is especially recommended.
No need. I'm good to go as is.
Your refusal has been noted.
If we
in your
wanted to
permanent record
respect, this is
and
where
an
we do
automatic
it.
grade assigned to your cognitive functions. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself
give me a briefing.
following an aggressive merger between Auntie Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Auntie's Choice invaded Arcadia. Auntie's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can... The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years.
Ah, good. Plenty of time to figure out how not to die then.
Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions.
DeVries is alive?
Agent DeVries did indeed survive Horizon Point.
Interesting.
This was confirmed when she brought down the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location.
Rebuild the is that even possible?
It is inadvisable. However, Agent Ibarra has had many years to teach himself new skills, though he has not shown the same aptitude in soap making, hydroponics, or cooking. This unit has also observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regimen since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again, and routinely changes his clothing.
That's
Final
good.
update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the...
Huh, neat. Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skill. Spending a skill point raises the skill by 1 to your current level. If the skill is specialized, that limit is increased by 2, allowing them to surpass your level. Skills are used for various checks across the game. Yep. So we will do... We'll do 2 medical. No. Yes, 2 medical. Yes. Earth Directorate found a flaw in you. Consumerism. You get this flaw if you have the whatever edition. It may look bad, however, we get a 5% what is it? 5% decrease overall in purchase power or buying power. You get a 5% discount at overall, so we're essentially, it's still giving good money. We just have to sell a little bit more. I don't think there's anything back here. Anyway, the map checks out. Maintain your cover and continue observation of Arcadia colony until further orders. Confirm receipt of latest report. Your additional inquiry into extraction also has been received. We'll try extraction as possible. At the time, please allow us 6 to 12 months last before submitting another request. Past 6+ years, but it is utmost important to continue your observation of the colony. Denied. I.e., we can't get him.
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the 2 housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them.
Okay.
After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be, unfortunately, due to a jam. The dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander.
Understandable. Give me 2 seconds with that lockbox and I'm sure I can have it open.
Tampering may result in damage to the container's contents. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operation. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander.
Oh, okay, if you have a key already, why not unlock it yourself?
Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is current helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Auntie's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander.
You know me too well.
An Earth Directorate agent prepares for all eventualities, including, additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit.
You do look like you could use a little love.
Please do not attempt physical intimacy with your Valerie unit.
Yeah, the fact you're programmed with that warning is worrying.
This unit is programmed for all manner of self-defense.
All I meant was that you look a bit more banged up than I remember, Val.
This unit may suffer occasional wear and tear in the course of performing its operations. Routine maintenance is required.
Sure, Niles is doing his best, and able to get to the fixing of that dispenser.
An upgraded Valerie unit will boost the team. Please be on the lookout for any...
Hey. We get the Auntie's acidic dematerializer. It fires a spray of extremely volatile goo. When activated, dealing corrosive damage at a very short range, corpses hit will melt away, preventing others from finding them and acting accordingly. This is a very, very useful tool for stealth play.
Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning. Your ability to
Well, okay. I've done everything you asked me. More. Why am I still here? Every much I've spent all these months, years, even of waiting in between. I'm just screaming into the void, aren't I? Extraction's never happening, is it? Yeah. So when Buzz that the Protector took a doctor off to mental refreshment last month. Tell me they didn't nab you. Just a word letting me know you're all right would be enough. I know I don't deserve more. Okay. Repair leaky pipes in Eric's room. Order valve to run a self-diagnostics. Cook dinner. Spratwurst. This bullet point has been violently crossed out. Store all intoxicants in the safe. Hide the safe key with Val. Okay, cool. Val! I want this thing. I want that safe. Where is she? Not there. There she is.
This unit is... How are you... Subject appears to be
Oh, right. Perks. Every 2 level ups, you gain a perk point. Perfect. Well, I think... I think we get bullet shield. Plus 10 damage resistance, plus 10 base health. Just to make ourselves a little more,
exhibiting signs of mental confusion. Updating medical...
a little more survivable. Oh, I have crumpled note.
Medical charts.
Okay, I'll have to talk to Val once we get to a specific point.
All these years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing our whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for?
Devise was a traitor and she'll get what's coming to her.
Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew.
Has it been 10 years since Horizon Point?
More like 9 and change. And a rough 9 years at that. But who's counting? You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able.
Don't beat yourself up about it. I'm sure you did the best you could.
Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val...
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries' survival.
Yes, we did all that.
Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia.
Agreed. We can't let her actions go unanswered.
With your erudite insights, I wager it won't take us long at all to catch her. She's going to ground now, but as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island.
Okay.
She had followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts.
Sounds like you've already done some legwork. Good job, Agent.
Thank you, Commander. Means a lot coming from you. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than assaulting her Protectorate communications hub.
Okay, and then I think I can talk to you now.
This unit is currently unavailable for further medical
Never
assessment.
mind. Bam. To Eden. I definitely like the feel of the UI a lot better. And then also to the whole aspect of not really having to worry about what is going on in Halcyon at this point, because of the fact that we're in a completely different colony.
Subject appears to be exhibiting signs of mental confusion.
Oh, you know what? I think I want to change out the... Is that a gameplay thing? I want to remove... Is it a UI thing? That speaker waypoint? Waypoint mark? Nope. Here we go. Show responsible. Show subject speaker name. Direction indicator. I think we can turn off.
Updating medical charts.
Who follow you and assist you? Commandants also level with you and gain a perk point every 5 levels that you can spend on in the ledger. I am. I don't think there's like a lone person build. I didn't look too far into it, but I didn't see anything. Important announcement. The heck is happening? What? Oh. What is that doing?
See that thing in the sky there?
The scourge of unfettered capitalism comes to Arcadia and brought with it the seeds of its own destruction. Their invasion armada, 12 subjects, Council Thorough. Their invasion armada exacerbates the rift anomaly which was naturally occurring and well within our ability to control, causing it to fracture the aether further, sending invisible tendrils in all directions. This has closed the colony off from any support they may have been awaiting, but has caused us no harm, being self-sufficient in every way. These bit worshippers all soon taste defeat. It is your duty to resist their sugared temptations, processed promises, and low-quality goods they are using to try to subjugate our beloved colony. Do not hesitate to sacrifice your life to stop them or to report your fellow subjects for collusion or weakness. Any subject caught with their products will be dealt with. Praise to the Sovereign. As of this day, the Order of Ascendant have declared themselves enemies of the Protectorate. That they have chosen to do so in the wake of the corporate invasion of our beloved colony attests to their true nature. It is not obvious that the corporate incursion was somehow helped by the traitors of the Order, else it would have been crushed before it began. Rest assured, the Sovereign knew of their treachery well in advance of their betrayal and thus was not taken by surprise. Any communications from, to, or involving the Order in any way are now to be considered enemy correspondence and must be forwarded to the Ministry of Accuracy. The Order of the Vigilant Norden at the Fairfield landing pad is decommissioned. Effectively, all repair efforts are to be halted. All remaining automechanical units are to be relocated to support our valiant war effort, and all the subjects currently assigned there are to report to Constable Hawthorne office for reassignment. The continued targeting of the landing pad by our violent corporate enemies has been ineffectual at best and has not in any way contributed to this decommissioning. It so has. Our automechanical losses are insignificant and barely worth mentioning. A rumor of the imminent fall of Fairfield to the greed-loving corporatists are not only untrue, they are treasonous. Lucky Sprat's foot. must be a junk item. Prestige soda. Some heavy rounds. Big cartridge. And taking a quick look around. I don't really think there's really much of anything here. Oh, I just came from there. What is this dot? Oh, is that the sprat? Okay. What's this?
At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Corporate trooper.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
Oh well, it happens. I actually want to be on the road for this. Because there's some blown up stuff. Maybe we can find some more equipment. Possible using Kilovan Trans winning foot goal in Game 7 of Annie Cleo's Darlings versus Rizzo's Rangers, Interstellar Series 2351, property of Aiden Carlo. And then got some other stuff. Maybe we can sell it. Ooh, an extra holster. Okay, so new thing with companions, when you talk to them.
Being this close to DeVries, feels like we're finally on track to set the universe aright.
Yes.
Anyway, need something, Commander?
We get access to field tinkering if we have Niles. I'd like to take advantage of your engineer skills.
Always happy to tool around.
He is a mobile workbench that we can then I don't know, what do I want? Let's see here. We want to change out for this and that.
Is it anyway? Need something, Commander? Sure.
Mods, we will then melee, no, armor, medium, light, medium, hibernation suit. Oh. Okay, so here's our crafting. We can make mag picks. That I guess we needed. Oh, did we need innovative for that? Oh, that's probably a good thing I grabbed it then. No, mods. Oh, it's armoring. Oh no. Why? What? What? Really? Okay, weird. Weird. The holster is that okay, weird.
Commencing combat-related activities. Emergency protocol syringes primed.
Bah, each companion. Okay.
Ready to waste them. We're here. Free hole in the head.
Bam. Xenarium is a danger hazard that's found throughout Arcadia, powering the Protector's automechs. Standing in Xeranium poisons you, lowers your maximum toxicity. Too much Xeranium poisoning can prove fatal. Visit a doctor or automech to remove any accumulated Xeranium. Ooh. I'm gonna stay away from that. Does that show up in my summary? Nope. So another thing that I forgot to mention, despite being called flaws, the flaws are more often than not, or if not always, beneficial to take.
Whoa there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying Protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all.
I'm a Sprad exterminator. Got an order from your supervisor.
Huh. Really? Everyone knows we're cultivating our Sprat population for a new deep-fried snack line. So I refuse to fall for such a ham-handed attempt at dissemblance. Look, we're Auntie's Choice. Lying's fine. We downright admire it even, if you pull it off. Next, end of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all, unless you got any questions before you're on your way.
Looking for a trader who goes by Deveris. Any idea where I might find her?
As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milverstreet knows everybody, though. Probably ask him.
All right.
Anything else?
Is it normal to get shot at by odd mechanicals on the way to town, or are we just special?
On the way from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them?
Found evidence of battle. Don't look too good. If anyone made it, I didn't see.
Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
Sorry about your friend.
Thanks. That'll mean a lot to his family. They can use it to pay his gravesite fees. Fool never bothered keeping up on the payments. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them. There's a bounty for it.
How might someone accept said bounty?
Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it.
I'll admit I'm not particularly clear about what Auntie Cleo's
What?
choice is.
Been in
Or Auntie
hibernation or
choice.
something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course.
Anywhere I can buy a gun, drink, or some
We
meds.
got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left. Watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane. Once again, ain't fond of all this fighting. Anything's better than Tau Ceti, though.
So you've been liberated. Auntie wants to help you acclimate to your wondrous new freedom. Confused by too many choices? Here's a handy list of strategies to help make sense of it all throughout. Thoughtfully curated with you in mind. Only buy Auntie's products. Bits spent on our goods are returned to your pockets as your salary. It's the free market in action. Empower yourself with the latest AC products. Use new ones generously and throw away the old ones. You deserve only the best. You don't have to work for Auntie to enjoy her products, but it helps. Sell your stock to anyone with the bits to pay, and be sure to remind them how good you have it with Auntie's Choice. Support mankind's future prosperity. Persuade others to join her cause. Strangers are just customers you haven't met. Be a dynamic individual, skipping break times to enhance your profits. Persevere through any illness or hardship. You're worth it. Be efficient. Use your newfound freedoms to ensure destiny is filled with all the goodness bits can buy. Remember, anytime you are not shopping is time you should be shopping. Reach your full potential today with Auntie's Choice. Yeah, let's check in with the doctor.
Holler when you're ready for me, Doc. I'll be over here. Definitely not in excruciating pain. Don't mean to sound unsociable, but
hello?
You might not want to stand so close. The bleeding ain't contagious, but it ain't slowed much neither. I hate to bleed all over you. Wouldn't mind conversating a bit, though. Anything to take my mind off the pain. Oh, it stings.
That's a lot of blood. What happened?
I was on sentry duty, bravely surveying our perimeter for threats, when I returned fire like it was a cereal. Bang, bang, bang! Pew, pew, pew! Oh, not excessively, of course. Don't want Auntie taking that extra ammunition out of my paycheck. Again, it was all going fine until the damn thing blasts me while I'm reloading. Mighty uncourteous, you ask me.
Drones aren't usually known for their manners.
I'd prefer if they were. Like with little butler hats, programmed to say pip pip and the like. Wouldn't be cost effective, but it would be adorable. Anyway, Trooper Faulkner happened upon the scene just then, and just no idea where these drones are coming from, but as for the rest of these fine folk, they were attacked by Protectorate while defending the forward operating base. Imagine the base is probably hurting for warm bodies just now.
Think they'd welcome outside assistance?
Can't imagine they'd turn down help from anyone who knows how to handle themselves and is a friend of Auntie's. The FOB's our main line of defense. The only thing stopping the Protectorate from sending their legions over that bridge of theirs and attacking us here in Fairfield. The man in charge, Commander Torres, is a legend. Rumor has it his troopers are relentless, fighting through wounds that would kill most. What I wouldn't give to join his outfit.
Yeah, give me your track record with drones. I'd avoid live enemies who stay in
Playing it safe doesn't amount to much, but
Fairfield.
Maybe you're right. Probably just muck things up at the FOB too. It's all a moot point till I can get this arm of mine mended. Poor Doc Barnes. I suppose it could be worse. At least Command's not throwing us at that relay station. Can't imagine the casualties he'd be dealing with.
Might be able to formulate a
given all its
fast-working
defenses.
coagulant to stop the bleeding.
Sounds great. I'm sure Doc Barnes would appreciate the help. You'll find him in the next...
I must ask you to hold still.
My liver ain't the lily kind. Tell it to me straight, Doc.
The bullet shattered your tibia and all but demolished your gastrocnemius muscle. Due to the risk of infection, I have to abscise your leg. There is good news, however. I recently enrolled in a course on advanced amputation techniques, so I'll be seeing a positive return on my investment sooner than expected.
If you surgically remove the bone fragments, apply a cast, you could save the leg.
Oh, I'm sorry. You must be my replacement, since you're so clearly qualified to do my job.
Why are you resisting good medical advice? You have some amputation quota to meet?
I am not required to answer that.
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be after all this, Doc? Don't suppose there's a discount for only taking a portion of the leg?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer.
I could help cover some of the costs.
A kind, if naive offer. Unless you have thousands of bits to burn, any amount you could provide would be a drop in the tank at best.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc.
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway.
What's your success rate been for procedures like this?
It would be inappropriate to hazard a guess on the exact percentage, but be assured I've reduced the margin of error significantly over the years.
It's troubling that your first instinct for treating an injured leg is to cut it off.
Spoken like a true fan of sepsis. However, you're not the one going under the knife, so I hardly see how it concerns you.
You've got a full crowd in your waiting room. Any way to speed things up?
Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers.
I could use that chem set over there to formulate more coagulant.
I can barely get the damn thing to produce antiseptic, so I sincerely doubt it. But now, was there anything else?
I see Auntie's choice here, but do you get many ex-Protectorate coming in for treatment?
Some. Most still tout the all-healing nature of Protectorate medicine. But despite that, they're surprisingly amenable to accepting treatment.
They ain't grown up with the right to dissent. Probably wouldn't even occur to them to turn down poison if you told them to take it.
Good thing I don't prescribe poison then. Normally. In truth, I expected more resistance given the sudden transition. But I'm not one to complain of a headache I don't have.
Understandable. Mark, can you take a look at me?
Oh, certainly. Right after I see to all these other patients who
Surely
arrive
you could
before
spare a moment for a fellow physician.
Fine. Let's have a look.
Merciful law! That's a hideous wound. How are you not in excruciating pain right now?
I stopped feeling it after the first hour.
For someone of your tender constitution, it's honestly shocking. I can apply some Auntie's branded deep wound adhesive, but it's hardly cheap.
In that case, I can just heal on my own.
All right.
Oh, I need medical 3. All right, we'll have to come back then. There's other things we can do. Let's...
Petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's
Mark my
zero
words, when my
competition
deal comes
and
through, I'll have
plenty to
enough
drive
bits
people
to
to drink.
own this place.
Hero's Journey to the Grove mentioned? Okay.
Welcome to the name-pending saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli.
Look for
What'll it
information.
be?
Have you any?
Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between them Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Auntie's employees carping about
Interesting.
work and the war. Any particular topic you have in mind?
What's with Auntie's choice? I thought Auntie Cleo's and Spacer Choice were separate.
You're asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like an in-depth accounting of the various parties who vied for control and who won out in the end? They merged. Rebranded. Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue.
Know anything about the path up north? Anything worth steering off?
Tell you one thing you can't avoid. The bridge. No other way around it, and at present, it's held by Protectorate forces. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward Operating Base, they call it.
Anything you can tell me about the people running around who are running this town?
Oh, Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits to say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption.
Understandable. Who's in charge of Vox Relay?
Vox Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions.
That's all you need to know. Thanks.
My pleasure. Got anything for me in return?
Don't have much. Being an Earth Directorate agent isn't like Commander Zane and Buddy.
Your Earth Directorate. Never figured to meet one of you all, especially in here. It's like some hapless critter. Once here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur.
Name pending saloon? You haven't named this place yet?
That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders?
Sure, what you got so far?
At present, my top favorites are 1, the Drunken Haggler, 2, Accessories, 3, Absinthe-Minded, 4, the Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here?
I actually do like the Drunken
That's
Haggler.
what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan.
That's good. Tell me truly, you don't really have a 19-point plan, do you?
Shh, not so loud. Look, operating a new location sure ain't easy. Swear I get blamed for anything going wrong, whether it's my fault or some foul up from the local head office. But the nice thing about Fairfield, if you sound like you got some know-how, people believe just about any bit of hooey or bunkum you declare.
Understandable.
Pick your point.
Do I have any junk to sell? Apparently I did.
One of my copious direct reports. Rest assured, I'm making adequate progress. Time for another performance review already. Apologies, I'm still applying the required elbow grease to scour these surfaces, just like a novice facility sanitizer should.
Everything looks clean enough, so I guess you're doing a good job.
Many thanks for the validation. I don't suppose you can spread the word of my competency. I desperately seek to avoid yet another demotion. This meritocratic society is still so foreign. The workplace skullduggery, the prioritizing of self over community, the excessively colorful nutrition.
Why do you keep being demoted?
I fear I'm not cut out for this canid, eat canid lifestyle. Seems the only way to flourish is through general underhandedness and ruthless efficiency.
Yeah.
Never picked up those skills in my 50 years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't keep me on there. I was quite skilled at it.
The meritocracy of theirs isn't perfect, but it's probably the fairest shake you'll get.
Well, you're right. I wanted change. Whole reason I left the Protectorate in the first place. No sense complaining about the means now.
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over town hall. Well,
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all
right.
lined up.
You're
Easy
Chaudhry.
guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success.
Well, what
Look
happened?
Like you've had your share of troubles.
My
Ever
mission
had the
left.
perfect opportunity just slipped through your fingers?
My last mission left a rift in space and cast me floating adrift in the void for a decade.
So you can understand my situation then. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management.
Lower
Now
middle.
You seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me. It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield?
No,
The funicular to
I
Spire
technically,
Grove
yeah.
broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike.
You were saying something about Spire Grove. What's that? What's
While
there?
exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed the heretofore unexploited advanced protectorate technology.
Okay.
Couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one, that it'd revolutionize the daily
So
life of
what's in it
Auntie's
for
choice.
him?
Typical research type, focused on all the wrong things. Not particularly motivated by competition or social advancement. Strange bird. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire tossball card collection for schemat. Complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine. Got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it.
You're in quite a bind. We could probably work out some solution.
Opportunistically leveraging difficult predicaments. That's the Auntie's choice way.
We also need money.
I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise.
Okay then.
Splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. He'll provide the agreed upon schematics.
You've been a bit of light on this, light on the details about what these schematics are.
Truth is, haven't the slightest. You know the Protectorate have all the most advanced technology. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter translocation. It could be anything. If Jackson's all fired up about it,
where's
it'll be beyond
Spire
comprehension.
Grove?
Broke down
Spire
funicular
Grove.
is due west of here. Dexterous looking so-and-so like yourself could... so close. All right.
Bam. Might as well pick up the bounty too. Look up local bounties, wanted drone swarms. Return. Exit.
Don't go into that cheap food if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance.
Door this stuff? They must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, gun.
Have you two come to mock me like your fellow
Ooh,
dullards?
nice mustache.
Perhaps if you rub together your only 2 brain cells, you might even come up with something approaching cutting. No. Wait. You're not some corporate simpleton, are you? On the contrary, you have the manner of an officer about you. Someone who understands the substantive weight of command.
Well, I did lead a team. That was a while ago.
From your tone, am I to suppose it didn't end well?
It depends. How could you describe losing all your troops and then nearly dying?
It must have been a nettlesome experience indeed if you remain so prickly about it. Please, allow me to start over. I am Warden Sterling, dedicated servant of the Protector of Arcadia and caretaker of worlds, the Sovereign Henry Varick.
Your warden shouldn't be guarding the cell from the outside?
I'm not that kind of warden. It's a title of distinction for those who serve in the Protectorate military, short for Warden of the Realm.
I don't give my name out to prisoners, but it's nice to meet you, Warden.
Manners. How refreshing.
Wouldn't happen to know of any way to get into the armory, would you?
And if I did?
Better I get whatever's inside that armory than the people who imprisoned you, right?
What a strange argument. Obviously, I would prefer the contents of the armory remain with the Protectorate, but circumstances being what they are, perhaps you're right. We need more privacy before continuing this conversation. Go to the back of the building, and I shall meet you at the window of my cell.
Perfect. You can rely on me to be a very spirit of discretion.
I'll be waiting.
And then we go...
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk.
All right, Sterling.
We should be able to speak freely here without the risk of being overheard.
How clandestine. I feel like a spy.
Had you been born in the Protectorate, that passion for discreet service would have been rewarded with assignment to the Sentinels. The loss for us all, no doubt. But now, we were speaking of finding a way into the armory, yes? There is an entrance on the roof by which you may gain ingress.
I suppose...
Have these 2 dolts
how am I supposed to get up there?
I leave that to you. That is all I have for you. I must recuse myself now, lest I draw undue attention and be subjected to another lecture on the benefits of the free market.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. It definitely does seem like the Protectorate is good, definitely good for some, bad for a lot.
Appreciate your help.
Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned, too. A bit lackluster.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I wonder about you. Anyway, thanks for your help, friend. We were nigh at our wits' end trying to get into that armory. Now we can stop speculating on what's inside and actually do some work.
I just saved you 2 a lot of time. Surely that's worth more than a pat on the back.
What do you think, Murph? Guess we could make this some kind of tax write-off.
If anyone asks, you're a professional we hired through the proper channels.
Nice.
Definitely not some nobody drifted.
Boy be damned, it's not as if running a side hustle inside of Auntie's Choice is complicated. It only requires exercising the teeniest bit of discretion and getting your dirty work done where people can pretend they don't see it. Mind those 2 rules and I won't have to track you down, truss you up, and send you back to the fleet in chains. And yet, that's just too complicated for the half-wit smugglers who landed one of Auntie's transports at the damaged landing pad and unloaded what were clearly contraband crates in the middle of the damn day. So now they're in the cell, and I have an excessive amount of paperwork to do, and there's nowhere near enough commission on my bringing them in to justify the number of hours all this will take. But to ensure that my case against these smugglers in my custody was as solid as a bulkhead, my mysterious benefactor left me a stack of files that included a detailed listing of other crimes they should be measured for, enough to add an eye-watering amount of bits to the arrest commission I'll end up collecting. Not only that, they also included craftily worded advice that taking them to the undisputed claim for judgment would be a boon to my career and my bit cartridges. So finding out who it was, we'll have to wait until I return from delivering them to the undisputed claim. I have several likely suspects, including a cargo pilot and an acquisition chief that both passed through here all about the right time, but my gut keeps drawing me towards the new greenhouse overseer, Emmeline Galloway. Can't say why. It might just be she's the only one still in town, and I'm pulling for it being the easiest option to investigate. Even so, I can't seem to shake the notion that she's somehow in the mix with all of these troubles. Maybe she is. Who are we to tell? I am.
A lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these Protectorate defectors. Not sure how I feel about
Where to go next?
that, except that I hate it.
Could always come over here.
No signs of corrosion. Exhaust manifold still warm.
I'll talk to her later.
Come on, baby. I can't help you if you don't tell me what's wrong.
Biomass. Don't need juice. Market musing. Note to self, genius as all of the following ideas may be, they could use some fine tunings. Outreach program for the health and happiness of Arcadia. Auntie's Choice sponsored amateur tossball league. Capitalism 101 introduction to Auntie's Choice. How you can climb the corporate ladder. Slogans for the attention and brand allegiance of Arcadia. Why trust the paradigm when your life could be sublime? Has the Protectorate forsaken you? Fear not, for Auntie knows just what to do. Settle secondary titles in honor of your hard-won accomplishments, you dashing devil, you executive of eloquence, administrator of assimilation, proprietor of paunch. Is it true that persuasion has been pushed aside in favor of battle and bloodshed? I hope to Allah this is not the case. Oh, but my age is catching up with me, and I know now that my words fall on deaf ears as if I'm but a doddering old fool. I know the eyes of Auntie, indeed of everyone else in town, are up upon me now. As if I'm to show my method of our sound, I must make my move now. I mustn't fail. Let's see. My dear Miss Tinsley, it is regrettable that you are harboring these thoughts. Given time, you will most certainly make yourself useful to Auntie's Choice. If all else fails, simply find a mirror and gaze at your own magnificence. I'm sure you'll find the feelings of inadequacy melt away. It works for me every time. Although should these feelings stem from any lingering Protectorate connections I may be able to be of use, do you perchance still possess any yet yay-saying compatriots reluctant to fully give themselves to Auntie? If so, do tell your favorite minister so he might help yourself.
That must be the greenhouse. You know, one where that Emmeline is supposed to be moving stolen goods.
In my work here, including taking over predecessor's overseer role at the greenhouse, unfortunately it seems that Fairfield switched is even worse than we feared. That buffoon Codwell apparently felt receiving our inventory as aerial drops was just too much effort, so he was having the pilots set their asses down at the old Protectorate landing pad, after which he'd move the goods in the middle of the day, apparently expecting that everyone would just ignore their little shenanigans no matter how much of a ruckus they cause. Consider paying a visit to Codwell's cell in the old constable's office so as to ask him why he could possibly be that pull-headed, but there's no answer he'd possibly give that justify the risk of our associating in public. To be certain, we know new rushing unsalted agents into position was risky, but there was much profit to be made on this damn little moon that we just had to try. Still, never in our wildest did we conjure these clods burying themselves in crabble crap this deep. In addition to the obvious smuggling, they been run up on a dozen of related crimes, including market disruption, unconscionable shrinkage, and anti-monopolistic pricing. Still, at least they're all accounted for. Unfortunately, some of the charges against them seem a mite bit weak, and if they get loose, I'll have twice the work getting this operation back on track. But give it no mind. I have shaped a plan. I think I will solve it all in the next move. Finished gathering all the internal information on our troublemakers, gift wrapped the lot of it, and left it atop the local compliance adjuster's terminal. Given the incredible financial windfall this case now offers him, I suspect he'll aim to deliver our former associates to the undisputed claim as soon as humanly possible. Give me a week or two after he leaves to finish cleaning up, and we'll be able to get our market back to work. Cool. So yeah, we know she's part of the. Okay, so she's like in the Thieves Guild or whatever. We might as well just do that. Mess with this.
You certainly can't have mine. What kind of skills do you have?
Whatever skills are needed. I'm just a cog in the system, and the system abides.
Hey, that's pretty catchy. You might have a future in advertising.
All right, Emmeline Galloway.
I'm credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up, doing the work of at least 3 lackeys. A full half dozen auto. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs.
Is it just you here?
I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So I'm almost breaking my back trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to... So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work?
I'm just curious, what's all this for?
Quite the setup, ain't it? Before we took Fairfield, Auntie's Choice didn't have anything like this. But the Protectorate grows all their greens the old-fashioned way, with water and soil and actual fertilizer. I can't decide if it's adorably quaint or just plain daft. Then again, they all only have one job, so they have the time to indulge in all those sorts of archaic whimsies. Damn lucky Crabble copulators.
Then what do you use it for?
Research mostly. Some wholesale. And as the base for some small batch, highly exclusive, limited edition retail runs. Though I expect word any day
that would do
the
it.
big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature. Then we push the new product on the market. And my contract says I get 0.0003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. So you know, this is a pretty big deal for me.
Interesting. Seer thinks you're up to more than growing plants. Care to tell me what's going on?
Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you?
I'm still trying to figure out why you'd still work here if you got better things going on.
Because all these plants were unknown inside Auntie's Choice. And there's a good chance we can make something of them. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these. And my contract says I get 0.0003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. So you know, this is a pretty big deal for me.
Yeah. However, I read your terminal and I know you're involved in a lot more than just greenhouse.
You read my terminal? How embarrassing. The compliance adjusters broke the door lock when they arrested my predecessor, and I haven't gotten around. Not that I thought anyone had come snooping. I'd made careful arrangements to tie up everyone's loose ends. So, why are you so interested in my other work? You're not part of compliance.
Let's just say I'm naturally curious.
Assertive, ambitious, and aggressively self-deterministic? A go-getter who's not you know, I've been looking for some backfills with the kind of cleverness usually only found on the seedy lower decks of the claim. Feel like making a few bits?
It depends on the job. What are you offering?
I'm part of Sub Rosa. We're a group of merchants, information brokers, and commodity traders who deal outside the systems most folk are confined by.
Okay.
We're the best way to get things done in Auntie's space if you're looking for profit.
Want to buy it, sell it, move it? We've got someone to do it for you.
I saw your message and I know what happens to people you work with.
They were rubes, nitwits, dolts so lacking in faculties that they couldn't handle the minuscule, and by that I mean damn tiny, amount of discretion this job requires. They had to be dealt with so we could all get back to work. And now that I'm here, so, long as your brain pan's filled with more than a half-dead sprat spinning on a rusty wheel, I absolutely guarantee this is a no-risk venture.
All right, make your pitch.
Isn't that just wonderful? I had no suspicion when you walked through my door that you'd help resolve the last of the morass Paradise Island has become for us. And all we need you to do is access Quartermaster Cardos's terminal and scrub any Spectrum vodka from her ledgers. It's already been resold, so having it in her system could become problematic. Expunge it, and I get you some bits, and the friendship of Sub Rosa all over the system.
So why should I care about Sub Rosa's friendship?
Because we are the black market in Arcadia.
That
Sub
makes
Rosa
sense.
feeds that appetite to not just survive, but to thrive. And that's
They're
taking all of us places. Trust me,
driven.
for both short-term benefits and long-term prospects.
Then what if I get caught?
It'll probably be nothing. She's just a sergeant, not someone who has any real pull. So, if she catches you, about the worst she can do is a switch on the rest.
All right, I'm in. I'll be back when it's done.
And I'll be waiting.
Jernell. Do I have bypass shunts? Yeah, we'll come back for you.
Wait. Nope. Just taro excrement.
Gonna need a big restore room for all these work. Let me guess. Gun keeps jamming, armor don't quite fit snug as you like. State your division and I'll get you outfitted.
I'm
Quick
with
and proper, or your next
Mortuary affairs.
provisions-
Can't you tell me by the smell?
Thought these old factories caught a whiff. As Chief Replenishment Officer, it's my privileged duty to furnish our brave troops with all of their war. Tell me what you need, and I'll do my ample best to supply you.
Prime Commander discuss with you.
No one here but you, me, and several tons of well-oiled machinery.
I assume you're referring
What's
to the
this
drop
about?
ships. They're nice.
Good eye. Oh, I'd say they're better than nice. Got more armor than a hammerclaw, but better
I don't
flight
know what that
handling than
is.
the old clunkers. If things had turned out differently, it might be someone else standing here.
The-
Well, I'd be off piloting one of those beauties.
Death rate among dropship pilots is statistically significant. You're better off.
You got your wires crossed. Dropship piloting's one of the safest jobs in Auntie's choice, according to Auntie's survey on career safety. Ranks high in satisfaction, too. And anyway, I don't recall asking for your opinion, so maybe we best get back. Biz, what do you need this time?
I wonder if I could have a look at your terminal.
Now there's an odd request. If you've got queries about my stock... Wait one rapt-gone moment. Did Ms. Galloway
Why
put
do
you
you
up?
ask?
She asked me for terminal access not even a fortnight ago. I'd call it coincidence if it didn't feel so much. I can't for the life of me adduce a reason as to why a greenhouse manager would be interested in military inventory. What kind of plants are we growing in there?
Emmeline Galloway asked me, a specialist, to ensure your terminal security is up to date.
I'm not sure why she didn't just tell me that in the first place. Well, key card to access the terminals right here on the boxes beside me. Feel free to nab it.
Thanks. On the boxes beside you. Or maybe I can hack it. Never mind. Display current inventory. Adjust inventory total Auntie Fizo Spectrum Vodka. Zero cases. Return. Exit. Perfect, we leveled up. So I need one more medical and then we will start tossing, I don't know, like lockpick. No, I want need to get engineering up a little bit for the the damage reduction.
Eyes open when you pull the trigger. You can't shoot what you can't see.
Trainee Lindell, be so kind as to remind us all what the first rule of the range is.
Don't point
Guns are weapons, not toys.
And do we aim weapons at colleagues or at our own unprotected upper stories, even in jest? Hint, we do not.
If you have to tell someone not to point a gun at their head, they're already in trouble.
The soldiers before you are former Protectorate subjects, mainly of the farming variety.
Oh,
No
okay,
knowledge
that
of
makes
combat.
sense.
Scarce experience wielding anything deadlier than a wrench. They are accustomed to being told what to do, when to do it, even how to think.
These recruits need to feel inspired. Mind if I have a word with them?
I'm not one to idle in the path of a good faith effort to accelerate education. The faster we can... There's just one problem. I don't know you.
Not to boast,
So,
but I can be pretty
respectfully,
inspirational.
You do have a certain confidence about you that is presently absent in these recruits. Very well, I'll allow you to speak with them. Don't make me regret this. Attention trainees, guns down. That means you too, Simpson. We have a...
You have something to say to us?
When you hold that gun, remember what you're fighting for.
Wait, I know this one. Low overhead and competitive prices.
Damn straight, and you don't want to make Auntie Cleo, and don't you want to make Auntie
Sure
Cleo
do.
proud?
Here at Auntie's Choice, we serve Auntie best when we serve ourselves first.
Very good, Lindell. Someone has been reading their welcome materials.
Front to back, sir.
With Auntie's Choice, each of you has the potential to be so much more, believe it.
Yes, and a corporate ladder means there's always somewhere greater to reach. Now, if Auntie's faith in you is not misplaced, then prove it, trainees. Weapons at the ready. And fire!
There you go.
Well done, trainees. Well done! It appears your words have had their intended effect.
Geez, that's gonna take a while to...
Thank law. The trainees seem
Get
quite
up.
taken with you, too. Please, accept this revolver with Auntie's thanks. Plan willing, I will have as much success deploying your wisdom with my next batch of recruits. Careful not to stand down range.
Guns are weapons, not toys.
Capital shot, recruit.
Bam. Getting free stuff.
Protectorate folks must have been bored out of their skulls before we showed up. Now I can
Boy, take this terminal and trash it. That's it. I need a smoke.
Oh,
If you're
hello.
about to blast me about fixing that void-forsaken terminal, it'll have to wait. I'm entitled to a break like anyone else. It's in my contract. I triple-checked.
Those things will kill you, you know. Cigarettes weaken the heart and the lung.
You must be thinking of some other brand of coffin nails. Andy's Coronas are made with only the best carcinogenic substitutes.
Only the best.
Guaranteed to extend your life, not shorten it. It's
Uh-huh.
also the only smoke worth a good damn on this moon. Here, try a pack. On me.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Glad I can please one person today. Can't say my actual taskmasters are too happy with me. I'm getting pressure from the folks up top to deploy these Protectorate drones to the military camp on behalf of Auntie's Choice. But that terminal's been giving me some trouble. The drones are ready to launch. All that he's doing is fixing their targeting priorities so they mark us as friendlies. But I can't breach the terminal's security protocols.
Was attacked by drones near Fairfield. Are you sure you even wanted to redeploy these?
Drones are only as dangerous as their programming. But it's a moot point anyway. These ones, I know it probably
I have
seems
experience
like
with
we're
security
up to our ducks and
protocols,
troops,
but
half
and
of
I
them
could
are
set new
ex-protector
targeting
trainees.
priorities.
As long as I'm on break, work does not exist. I cannot see the terminal. I do not. If you want to go poking around,
okay. Bam. Let's do this. Access messages. As the Ministry is no doubt aware, performing a mandatory power second of our auto mechanicals in a site, putting the very drones far field relies on for its primary defenses in standby mode. It is not the intention of this humble technician to frustrate the Ministry. With your permission, I would like to conduct this exercise in stages rather than neutering all of our defenses at once. It is my fervent hope this will accomplish the task of the Ministry's satisfaction without leaving Fairfield completely vulnerable to attack. For yourself, it is your duty to follow order to the letter, not to interpret them as you see fit. You state that Fairfield will be completely vulnerable to attack without its drones. I cannot begin to envision the foul villains your discordant mind has conjured, but hear me plainly. Fairfield is under no threat. Firstly, your little backwater town is hardly a military target. And secondly, Fairfield enjoys the guardianship of the Protectorate, making your sinister implication of its vulnerability all the more troubling for its complete disconnect from reality. For this reason, I'm forwarding your previous reply as evidence of moral decline and referring your case to Arbiter Nebs, who is at this moment conducting training exercises on the island. He will decide how best to address your malfeasance. In the meantime, expect that power cycling to be complete forthwith, or I'll add dereliction of duty to your list of offenses. Please contact your supervisor, warden, for permission to access deleted messages to the Sovereign. Yep. Access security protocols. Hack targeting priorities. Leave conversation. Set Auntie choice to friendly and Protectorate to hostile.
Look at him go. Drones launched and no one dead. I'd say this calls for a celebratory smoke.
You're welcome.
Say, maybe we don't mention your part in all this to Carr, huh? Truth be told, she's taken issue with me as of late. I could really do with not looking the fool again.
I'm in a good mood. Why not?
You're a real pal. You will definitely be getting a high score from me during the biannual. And before you go, take these. I reckon they'll come in handy to someone of your
Bam. Got some. All right. You
just stopping by to admire the mines, or is there something I can help you with?
Talking to animate objects is often an early sign of madness.
Only becomes a problem if the objects start talking back. Make my job a whole lot easier if they would, though.
Can you give me any specifics about the repair work you're doing?
See this system here? It deploys extreme countermeasures against overhead attacks in the form of aerial explosives, oft referred to. However, the whole thing is currently non-operational. No sky mines means the enemy can blow in like a bad sail, and we'll all be passing in our bits before you can say, gee, nice weather we're having today.
Anything to help?
Not unless your talent for interruption matches your knowledge of lifting mechanisms.
Nope, good luck. Can I come
This
back?
launcher ain't going to fix itself. Is that right?
Okay, so I can come back and talk to her. Cause like how is leveling? Ooh, gross.
When might I begin laboring for Auntie? I so eagerly want to contribute to the corporate whole.
Man.
Hello again. You get that inventory issue sorted?
The quartermaster's terminal is one large shipment of Spectrum vodka shorter.
How grand. That officially mops up the last of the mess from the buffoons that came before me. And, as promised, my good fortune is also your good fortune.
Ooh,
and while this might
perfect.
be a
Silencers.
tad fewer bits than you were hoping for, remember, You've also made allies that you'll find all across. Just keep watching for paintings of a stylish yellow rose with a split black circle near the middle. Like the one you passed on your way in.
Was there? I guess I didn't even look. On the way in, yellow rose, split down the back. Where?
This paradigm.
Oh, right there.
Or sovereign or whatever. Does it really provide everything you?
We are provided everything we need. Not everything.
Okay, I get you.
There's a difference.
Well, hello, Loss Prevention Officer Warren L. Warren.
Heavens, Auntie, you scared the living daylights out of me. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that.
Was it sneaking, or were you just situationally unaware?
Could be a little of both, I'll grant you. I've been so wrapped up in my business, I'd barely notice a ship dropping out of the sky if it didn't land on me. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another unfleshly manifestation.
Is that supposed to be some sort of come on?
Beg pardon, but I'm accounted for. No, I was. At any rate, the only thing I'm interested in picking up are clues. No, I haven't had much luck there, neither.
Sounds like a recent breakup. Sure you don't want to talk about it?
Think I'll pass on opening my ticker to a stranger. But if you're so inclined, I would. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse.
Space ghosts.
Figured it for Emily, but when I asked her about it, she didn't know what I was talking about. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished.
Could they be hiding in one of these houses?
I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you. But then, a being of pure information probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary.
Sorry, did you say something? Say being of pure information?
Well, maybe. I still don't know all the particulars yet. But it's one theory.
Not the only on the mind survives the body, we're just temporary self-aware meat.
Yeah, we are all molecular machines and whatnot. I'm familiar with the 6 pillars of scientism. Guess I figured that was more open to interpretation than not.
I'll look around, see if I can turn up anything.
I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene. Just be careful.
It's all broken apart. Contingencies. Code administrator. Twice as we go input the wrong code and lock myself out. It happens the third time. I expect we recommended for mental refreshment due to insufficient recollection. I keep waiting for some call. Pin it to the refrigerator, you say. Scrap of paper. What looks to be a terminal administrator code has been written onto this scrap of paper. Excuse me, jeez. Bam. What would you like to do? Unseal cellar. There's a cellar? Is that like back here? Oh, that's back here.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. But what an odd thing to die for. Apples.
Dumb question, but none of you can apparate or anything weird like that, right?
I forget. You invaders are not raised on the same diet of knowledge as we in the Protectorate. How small your uneducated mind must be. Trapped in worthless superstition.
I was just asking for a friend.
Perhaps you should have brought that friend. Of course, I know why you're really here. You have come to exact retribution for our larceny at your greenhouse.
That must have been you, Warren spotted leaving the greenhouse
The
then.
greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays.
Must have been starving to risk your lives for food.
Starving? Hardly. We have greater stores of strength than you suppose. This hunger is a momentary distraction, nothing more.
It's not a matter of strength, but of simply biology.
Do not speak of biology to me, interloper. We are not the same. I am built in accordance with the paradigm. And you are insubstantial, weakened under the burden of choice.
Oh, please, a strong downwash could blow all you away.
If you are conniving for some concession of weakness...
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it?
So much for your fancy theories.
You've got me there. Nothing enigmatical about a trio of Protectorate stowaways.
The more I listen to invaders blathering, the more convinced I become of the need to rid our fair island of your wretched stupidity by any means necessary.
Not very copacetic, are you folks?
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead.
You really are all brainwashed, aren't you?
Spare me your insults. They mean less than nothing coming from the mouth of a corporate pet.
I'm guessing then you also wouldn't consider joining Auntie Cleo's?
I would sever my own hands at the wrist rather than sign a corporate contract.
Take that as a no. Would you accept being prisoners of war then?
A generous offer. But we prefer to die in the service of the sovereign.
All right, well, you leave me no choice.
This was all...
Get him.
Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish.
I won't judge. Tell me.
I lost a friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind.
Not at all. It's difficult
Like I
to
said,
lose people you care about.
foolish.
We all grieve differently.
I appreciate that. Never really talked about the direction of my thoughts on this topic with no one before.
Ooh, got a lockbox. Well, unfortunately, I do not have the means to. Or I didn't have the means to, like, help them out. Tried to.
Juliana. Even though I now rank among the Protectorate's foes, I hoped you would return to me. Every night I would sneak out of Fekard, despite the danger, desperate to find you. Hoping you would see fit to join your wife. Yet no one has heard from you since you went to the Skycutter facility. Not in 2 weeks. I can only assume the worst. I don't think I can stay in this town any longer. Perhaps if I return to suffer the Protectorate's justice, I shall at least learn what became of you. And if you are gone, I hope I shall be executed. And at least we shall be together.
Okay, let's see here. What's in here? Yeah, Copernicus. Sure. Hello.
Pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're approach with less haste next time, won't you? Copernicus may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled.
Why don't we start with introductions? I'm John Johnson.
I am Ethel Tinsley, chimeric scientist. I'm responsible for taming this delightful raptidon here.
Edward.
He will protect our fair town from his feral brethren in the wilds. Theoretically.
Hopefully.
Officer Carr has been in a state waiting for me to train the raptidons to, maul on command. It's rather pressing, and alas, one scientist-turned-tamer can only do so much. One might say I'm perhaps a bit on edge. Folk here have grown weary, shall we say, with the war effort. And with avoiding Carr and the minister's would-be fisticuffs.
Sounds like a typical corporate management structure to me.
No, I don't believe it is. That's what the Protectorate announcers wanted us to believe anyway, before Auntie showed us the truth. No, this is anyhow. All I know is that if they were to begin working with each other, the mood in town would certainly be merrier. Or something akin to it.
Wait, back up. You were Protectorate?
Well, I was a subject once. Despite my talents, the plan dictated that I should be relegated to programming cleaning mechs. Bah. But then, Auntie's Choice came along and offered to transform. Over the last year, I have climbed the rungs of my division through the sheer merit of my work. I have finally earned the respect I was always due.
What happened to the people who didn't join Aunties?
Poor things. They either fought, it's regrettable, but some folk just aren't ready to embrace change. All they knew was ask any of the other Protectorate subjects who converted, and they'd echo my words. When one can allow their ambitions to show, that is true freedom.
You speak as if Auntie's Choice saved you.
They did. I was in a dreadful state before the invasion. I fear I was close to disappearing myself. The Sovereign claims to provide for all of our needs. In any case, I do hope I've satisfied your curiosity. The war effort and
it's more
liberating
about
the
taming
rest. I work
raptidons.
directly with Officer Carr and her soldiers to ensure they're outfitted with the best raptidon counterparts Paradise Island can provide. In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most precious assets, including our leadership. For now, they deter encroachment from wild raptidons. It's most agreeable.
Does this program require you to give the raps goofy names too?
Dear, I rather hoped that Copernicus rolled off the tongue a sight better than designation C0P3R. I suppose I'll ensure he responds to both in any case.
Hi, Copernicus. You have a falconer or a falconer's hood. Interesting. That's one way to do it. Private notes. Musings on Raptidons. Well, I've officially gone from chimeric scientist to Raptidon onboarding specialist, but it's not so harsh a change as I feared. These creatures require constant feeding, housing, house training, combat conditioning, and praising in dulcet tones, yes, but they've also provided me ample opportunity to study their constitution. They've taken well to a salve I developed for wound care, far better than the average human would have. While my previous work may be lost to history, I can't help but wonder, might this have been used to aid graft recipients? If so, would we perhaps have had more success than failures? Milver Street has come calling for his subcutaneous injections again. I'll write more on my findings. DB, first I want to thank you for always being so kind and such a great listener. You have been an immense assistance to me in the past few years. I write to you today because I admit I'm at a bit of a crossroads. Is it reasonable to be among a society for so long yet feel so separated from it? Try as I might to feel one with Auntie's Choice. It's as if I'm donning a costume. I wish I didn't feel so. Any advice you would have would be much appreciated. Oh. Oh, you know what? We haven't, let's talk to Niles real quick.
Auntie's Choice jingle out of my head. Hey, anyway. Need something, Commander?
Let's see. I'd like to know more about this merger between Auntie Cleo's and Spacer's Choice.
There's less merger and more hostile takeover. I don't have all the details, but it sounds like Spacer's Choice tried to outmaneuver Auntie Cleo through quasi-legal means.
Quasi-legal
means. A hell of a
means.
lot more than they bargained for. And now her new brand's been turned into an invasion force bent on conquering the entire system.
A few personal questions for you.
Oh, yeah? What's needling you?
We never really got the chance to get to know one another. I'd like to change that.
Fair point. Guess Horizon Point didn't exactly foster a lasting fellowship, did it?
As being serious, I want to know who's watching my back.
All jesting aside, what's there to tell? Spent the first year getting back up on my feet, literally. Been mostly laying low since then, maintaining
Did
my
you lose
cover.
a leg?
Before the invasion, at least, the Earth Directorate still needed someone to watch the colony, and I had 2 working lamps.
So it's just been you and Valerie this whole
Not always.
Whole
Went a couple
time?
of stretches there on low power to avoid detection from Protectorate patrols. I usually shut her down for a few cycles then. The way you're gawping at me right now makes me think I answered that question wrong.
You were alone. You were alone a long time now. I just want to make sure you're okay.
I appreciate the concern. Won't lie, had some hard years. Got caught up in a few lost causes, the particulars of which I'd rather not go into now, if it's all the same.
All right, I'm here if you ever want to talk, though.
No point jawing about history when our ex-agent friend is out there doing her damnedest to ruin the future.
Has anything good happened to you?
I found you. Oh, and Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. That's about it.
I'm impressed Valerie still works so well after all these years.
Most Valerie units have an operating life of only a few years, but that's on account of it being more cost-effective to replace rather than repair. I don't share that philosophy, personally. You don't junk someone just because one of their parts stops working right. You do whatever it takes to get them up and running again.
There you are right there. Are you okay? Got any more? Well. Are you okay? Sneezy puppy. Okay, Archer, it's okay. You can keep sneezing, it's fine. Are you alright? You got another one coming? Yeah, a small one. Oh, there we go. Alright, where are we? You mentioned the ship smelled before. Smelled like what?
Spratwurst.
Were you cooking Spratwurst?
Pretty horrifying if I wasn't.
Okay,
I was trying to teach myself some new skills in the galley. Val got it into her hardware. I needed a hobby. I figured Spratwurst ain't an easy meal to mess up.
And what did you discover?
Well, I learned about 20 ways how not to fix a worst.
Do you ever regret becoming an Earth Directorate agent?
I could ask you the same thing.
I've enjoyed putting my theories into violent applications, so I must say no.
Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone back to my old life instead of becoming an agent. Stayed on Triangulum, become an engineer or something near to it. I knew joining up with the Earth Directorate wasn't going to be
It's
a life
okay,
of
puppy.
turbulence, but at least it'd have dignity and purpose to it.
There's other ways to find a person in life that doesn't involve shooting or getting shot at.
Now you tell me. But back to your initial question. Do I regret becoming an agent? Yeah, some days. But then there's days like the one when I found you, and...
Excuse me.
Well, not much to regret there. Only thing I know for sure is my opinion today is colored by more than just the rosy tint of a low-run kid looking up at the stars.
Then it appears you took the correct
That's not
lessons
fair.
away from Horizon Point.
Yeah, I sure came by that wisdom, honest.
Something else I want to talk
I've
about.
got time.
You didn't grow up in Arcadia, obviously. What was life like where you're
Like
from?
most colonies. Good people being ground down from above. A lot of fancy talk from suits about streamlining and quarterly earnings while them on the line barely scrape by. Triangulum's known for churning out freighters, and shipbuilding ain't exactly known for being clean, safe work neither. Especially when corners get cut. Can't remember a time I didn't end the day all banged up, filthy, and smelling like I just crawled out of an exhaust port.
Bet you were eager to jump at a chance to escape that life. I know I
It was hard work, sure. But there was something special about seeing one of them long haulers fire up her engines for the first time and knowing you had a hand in her construction. Funny thing was, I wasn't even an engineer back then, but I wanted to learn, so I paid attention. Too good of attention, as it turned out.
The plot thickens.
I was working late one evening and overheard something I shouldn't have. Some bigwigs exchanging inside information that would have cost the corporation a pretty bit. A day later, I was being accused of corporate espionage. Didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone else, so I went on the run before the first jackboot showed up at my door.
I was putting out a the things I like about you, Neos.
You'll have to tell me what those other things are sometime. I was on the run for, I don't even know how long. The days sort of bled into one another. I started losing hope of things ever changing for the better. Then, the Earth Directorate showed up. They liberated Triangulum, pulling me and the rest of the colony out from under the corporate boot. Joining up after that just made sense.
Tell me the first day you met. Tell me how you first met DeVries.
She was one of the four agents who went ahead to assess just how bad Triangulum had gotten. We met while I was in hiding, and I helped her learn the lay of the land, as it were. She was no nonsense. I thought her one of the smartest people I'd ever met. And while she could, I liked her. And for some reason, she seemed to take a shine on me.
Last time you saw her before Hearts Point?
Kept hoping I might run into her during training. But now I know she was busy turning her coat here in Arcadia.
Tell me more about your family.
My folks shuffled off the motor coil when I was little. Assembly line accident. Got passed between some They tried their best. Weren't cruel or nothing, but life on Triangulum was tough. And I don't like feeling like I was adding to their burden.
Do you ever miss them?
Yeah. Thoughts crossed my mind over the years. Especially when it was just me and Val. I wish I spent more time with her when I had the chance. No point missing something you're never getting back, though.
Maybe you can go visit them one day.
That's either hope or foolishness, Commander. And even if we survive the rift, 10 years is a long time to be gone. No word. They probably figure out, how about this?
Deal.
Oh, yeah. I've got time.
And then where's Valerie? There's Valerie.
Injuries detected. Please see. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
Tell me a little about Val. Tell me a little about yourself, Val.
Presenting the Valerie unit. The latest and greatest in a line of Earth Directorate support automechanicals. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit is strictly prohibited.
What does Valerie stand for anyway?
Vitality augmentation, logistics evaluation, reconnaissance, and information extraction unit.
Oh yeah, that's a mouthful. I can see why your creators went with an acronym.
Do you have any other queries, Commander?
You've been in operation a long time. Give me the highlights of your service history.
This unit was first deployed on a mission to Redacted more than 10 years ago and was primarily credited for that operation's success. Other highlights include the triumph at Redacted, the rescue of Redacted, and the first successful execution of the Stanfield maneuver in zero gravity.
Oh yes, the infamous Stanfield maneuver. I thought that was banned.
This unit commends the agent on an excellent attempts at the Stanfield maneuver, as proposed by theorist Marion Stanfield, has resulted in multiple deaths, mutilations, and maimings.
Maybe it's because it can only be done by a robot?
Do you have any other queries, Commander?
How much weight do you think you carry just as a fun hypothetical?
Attempting to ride this unit in order to replicate the experience of flight is strongly discouraged.
Hey, I was only referring to your bearing capacity, Val.
This unit can support up to 100 pounds of weight while still remaining airborne. Do you have any other queries, Commander?
What is the view of the mission?
Searching mission parameters. 1 moment. Search error. Unable to find current mission parameters. Defaulting to last known objectives.
You'll have to pardon Val, Commander. She gets confused sometimes. Logic unit can't always keep up. I keep tinkering with her assembly, but no dice.
I'm sure you do everything you do to keep her functioning now.
Mighty kind of you to say.
Do you have any other And how may this unit assist you, Commander?
No more about Paradise Island.
Paradise Island is a sparsely populated The island is host to
Okay, so it looks like I miss out on that engineering. Oh well.
Keep them coming. I can do this all day.
True Faulkner?
That's the third drone in as many days. Where are the void damn things coming from?
What happened here?
Protectorate drone attack. Just the one. We got it before anyone got hurt this time. Of course, we could have staunched the flow of drones by now if Officer Carr dispatched another patrol, as I requested.
Right.
But no
Trooper
such
Erickson
luck.
told me what happened to him.
That was a nasty one. Drone, I do hope he's on the mend now. Erickson's a fine fellow, if a rather poor shot.
He'll live, which is more than he could say if you hadn't saved his skin.
He told you about that? That blasted, well-meaning gas bag. Now I gotta ask him to strike my involvement from his report to Officer Carr. You see, I, wasn't exactly authorized to be shoring up other patrols on the perimeter. In fact, I might have been specifically ordered.
Hey, your secret's
not-
safe with me.
Thanks. Well, at least some people in this unit still. Trouble is, it's only a matter of time before these Protectorate drones break. If you're keen on lending a hand, Bounty Carr doesn't trust me with that kind of work anymore. Not after my last performance review. So I guess we're trusting in degenerate bounty hunters now.
How urgent can this be? Sending drones one at a time isn't heavy assault.
Sometimes they send 2 or 3, but I'm our last line of defense right now. Plus, I really wish I could give those drones a piece of my. Go out there and.
Yeah, that's actually what we're doing.
Might I have a word, Commander?
Yes. This is actually.
I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-Protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course.
Got some burning in a place you don't want to chat with your commander
No,
about?
I mean, at least not since that time I tried mixing my own detergent, but I'm sure I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here, being part of a team, that starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon, much as I might love to jaw about that special interest of mine, this business with Zeb's gotta come first. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb,
I never would have
kept
guessed there
pushing
was
to take more
resistance to the
extreme action.
Protectorate from within.
Resistance is a mite strong. It wasn't like he was part of some greater movement.
So what
We
happened?
worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters, and often than not, our help, only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying
Some
to
things
improve.
don't turn out how you
Didn't
hope.
matter
That
what
doesn't
we
mean you
did.
were wrong to try.
Yeah, maybe. Easy to say that on others. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would.
No time
He gotta
like the
stay in
present to make
mental
up for past
refreshment
mistakes.
before
Let's go
it's
see your
trouble.
friend.
Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb.
Okay, but first, drones. However far that is. East side of the island. Okay. I mean, that's not too bad.
This unit has observed a significant increase in your levels of physical activity, Agent Ibarra. Helpful reminder. Please make time for rest and recovery.
I'm fine now. But I have noticed you experiencing more vocal stutters lately. Reckon we should spend some time together at a workbench soon.
To maintain this unit superb performance, routine maintenance is highly recommended.
I'll take that as a yes.
All right, we're in the area, and I have my gun. Up and over, please. Thank you.
Engaging hostile life.
One more. Get both of them. Yeah. Oh, wait. That's the poisoning. Coolant tanks.
Entering a confrontational state.
Oh, that's not who I thought that was.
Sorry, ain't ready yet.
There we go. Come on, die, please.
Below acceptable parameters. Standing by with my...
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Oops. Overuse them may cause you to experience a drug crash while crashing the air stable, preventing from further inhaling.
I'm the one you need to worry about.
Jeez, this reload is so small.
Confronting threat. Commander.
Come on. Oh, this is rough. Is there a shutdown? Oh, I missed.
This unit is in need of assistance.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Resuming hostilities.
Ooh, that was rough. I think, man, I only get like X amount of
Fortifying T.
yeah, like I only get so many skill points. Wait a minute, what did I do? I thought I had 3 lock picking. Oh no, I did 1 in engineering. Okay. Right, return. I want to see Outer Worlds 2.
Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
There we go.
Can't believe some of those Protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Let them simmer in their cells first.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income?
Bam. Turn in and complete a bounty. Turn in drone swarm bounty. Bam. Speaking of advanced decryption key.
Never been the type. Well, don't you look? Oh, what'll it be? Reckons.
No, not you. Who has? There's another storefront somewheres. Oh, I think it's over here. There's a few places that how someone else has a key that we can buy.
that technician fella finally liberated some protectorate drones. Got them watching us. Hope that means we can get them. Drones take a ship during small hours.
Force war chest key or 5 lockpick. Okay. Have to keep an eye on that. You.
What do you need this time?
Open vendor. Sell junk. And then we will grab 5% chance to scrap metal or black powder. Chance increases 15% with your engineering skills. Ooh, interesting. Let's see here. Buy that. Oh wait, these are mods. I do not want that. Yes. Let me see here. I can sell these shock rods. So I don't think I'll be using those. Long rounds, heavy rounds, shells. Oh, shock. Oh, those do. Oops. Whoopsies. I will buy back my shock rounds. Combat sprint, toxicity drain rate plus 40%. Not bad, not bad. Let's head back to Incognito. Because unfortunately, I don't remember who has the key, but we will get Valerie's upgrade. Oh, I need 2? Oh, I need 4 keys. Never mind then. I thought it was like 1 key for 1 thing. Let's go talk to the sub Rosa lady. Someone here has I know I bought a key from someone at one point when I was testing last night.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow.
No. Yes, it's up here. We went right by it. Oh, you know what? Okay, I know I'm running back and forth, but I keep forgetting to make my way back over here and do this with my 3.
I must ask you to
formulate coagulant.
Hold still. I must say, I'm rather amazed. How did you manage to formulate coagulant with only a handful of ingredients?
Once I isolated the primary aggregate, I simply accelerated its replication.
Oh. Well, yes. In any case, I hate being in debt to anyone, so here, something for your trouble.
Nice.
It's your lucky day, Trooper. Not only has our good Samaritan here but they've also made a coagulant that will greatly reduce any complications that... I'm going to administer a localized anesthetic. You'll hardly feel a thing. Now, if you...
Inhaler primers. Primers are special tools that synthesize healing medicine through your inhaler in your inventory. Equip and slot primers, changing the effect and potency of your medical inhaler. Be on the lookout for new primers that better fit your playstyle or upgrade the amount of healing you receive. Okay.
I'd say welcome back, but if you're here for the dock, hope you ain't in any kind of hurry. Wait's still on the long side of short.
Here, this should stop the bleeding.
Much obliged. That feels night and day better already.
Well, good luck with everything. Oh, see, already better.
We are currently experiencing longer than normal wait.
Take this admonishment with all the professional affection a physician can legally administer. In future, you might consider moving away from bullets instead of into them.
But without my leg, how am I?
Literally, probably not very dexterously. Metaphorically, well,
Yeah, Doc. Is this really necessary?
I don't have time to argue about.
Say,
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full...
This...
I don't encourage delays, but at the moment... And then there's Erickson. Something happened with a drone. I don't... short of you skipping back now.
Okay, so that's just like additional stuff. No, there's like a general store around here somewhere.
These riffs got me awful perturbed. Be reality hard enough without some nerve-wracking phenomenon punching holes in it?
Ah, right here. Arthur Crumby.
Welcome. Well, if it is, what I meant to say is that we now have the new improved Purple Berry Crunch.
Okay, I have to ask, how does one measure crunch?
Now, there's a stumper. I'll be honest, I'm not quite sure. Volume, maybe? Breakability? Really feel like I should know this. Anyway, let's try this again.
Have you been running the store a lot?
I've been working the store going on a few weeks now. Got promoted. Still finding my stride with all the
what's the problem then?
Advertising isn't, according to the guide, in situations such as this, I'm to consult
can you put in a request for new merchandise?
I didn't want to seem discourteous by asking. I still sometimes forget this isn't the Protectorate. Maybe I will put in the request.
There you
That'll
go.
Sure show some. Thanks for all your help.
There's some exquisite.
It'd be a mite tricky for anyone to swipe something when I'm standing like they.
Let's see here. No, that's foil. Ah, here we go. Advanced decryption key, which is all super duper expensive. All right. Well,
welcome.
I think.
See anything you like?
I think now is a good time to call it an even. We kind of like got everything situated. We have our next steps with doing some tasks, and we have a companion quest, main story quest to do, so we'll do that next time. The next time we play the Outer Worlds 2, I'm hoping to actually do Dungeons & Dragons Online tomorrow, to just kind of like mess around with my recently leveled up tune to epic, so running around in a harder variant of what we've normally been going through with Spud and Mal would be kind of a fresh reprieve. So feel free to join us tomorrow for that, and then we will do this Outer Worlds 2 another time. So thank you everybody for joining me. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye bye.